Okay, it looks like the audio is fixed. Sorry to those individuals that tuned in and there was no audio. I'm just trying to test some stuff out here. So let's see. Hopefully you can all hear me now. Looks like there is audio on my end. So, okay, now I'm going to find the link on my channel. Okay, so I just finished filming a philodendron biliaceae video. I want to have that done for this weekend. I do have a different plant setup, like a workshop area. I used to do live streams off of this crappy old laptop, and it would provide like poor audio and video quality. It would freeze and that sort of thing. So I am using the desktop, which I use to edit my videos and stuff. So it's not on Wi-Fi. It's a direct line. So I'm not tech savvy. So I'm just trying this little live stream with this setup. So my computer's off to the side. So it doesn't really work when I'm trying to do like plant chores and stuff here. So yeah, I guess I have a couple things that I need to water, but here's the beautiful plant in this weekend's video. So check it out. Looks like everyone can hear the audio okay. Now, the difficulty with having my computer over here is I can't see the live chat. So I just wanted to try this out so I could see the live chat on my phone. And I've already kind of noticed that I need like a little side monitor or something like that. So I have no idea how to set that up, but we'll just kind of go with it. So today I really don't have anything to do. Like I said, I just finished filming a video, but I wanted to come on here, try out this setup. And I'm going to see if I can move the camera around as well. And then just let me know if the audio and video works as well. So if you guys have any questions, I'm just going to keep an eye on the chat through my phone here. But I just brought out a couple plants just to show you guys. I've never really shown these on a live stream before, but these are my little carnivorous plants. So here is the little sundew. These are pretty cool, and it's been growing really well. This one, as well as my bog bowl right here, I've been growing in my bathroom. Now, before you say, hey, that sounds ridiculous, I do have my Barena grow shelf in my bathroom. It's narrow enough. It's on wheels. I can wheel it in and out. And yeah, I've been trying these carnivorous plants, so these pitcher plants. So it's something new that I'm diving into, as well as these little, what are they called? Butterworts. These little guys right down here. We got two different varieties. One just finished flowering. These pitchers, these ones, they're pretty cool. So yeah, I don't think I've ever shown these on the channel before. And then I don't know what this grass is. It just keeps growing. It just came with the moss or came with the plants or something like that. So these are my little bog bowls. So if you guys have any questions about bog bowls, Mandy says her cat ate her sundew. Sundew in terracotta. Does it sit in a basin of water? Pretty much it does. So actually it's getting a little bit dry. So I only use distilled water. It's in a terracotta pot, and then I do have obviously the saucer on, or the pot in it obviously. But what I did is I added a base layer of sand. So I just bought like a bag of play sand from Home Depot. And then I layered just straight sphagnum moss, and I added a little bit of perlite in there as well. And I don't let them get dry, or I try not to let them get dry. So I use distilled water. And once it gets like a little bit dry on top, whoops, then I will just soak it. And the saucer, I'll keep just a little bit of water in the bottom, and that should tide over for, I think, usually about a week. Maybe once a week I'll have to water these before it starts drying out. So 26 people joining me for my little live stream test. So yeah, my big screen, if you're just joining, I'm just trying out this new computer setup. So hopefully everything sounds good and looks good. There's no lag. Looks like everything's okay on the computer over here. But of course, I can't see the chat. So, sundew in a bog near my home in New Jersey. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm in Saskatchewan, and there is a provincial park kind of on the Manitoba-Saskatchewan border. It's absolutely beautiful. And there's one little section of, I guess, a rare area. We have a fen bog. And it's one of my favorite places to go and see. And I know they have carnivorous flowers, very tiny ones. They'll be, it's like an interpretive trail. It's a little boardwalk. And there'll be signs about the different types of plants in the area. And there's carnivorous flowers there, as well as some sundews. And I actually found them this year just on like a little mound of moss. And it was one of the coolest things. It was super tiny, but it made me so excited. And just to think that that type of plant can grow here in Saskatchewan, when in winters, it's not uncommon for us to get like minus 30 or minus 35 degrees Celsius. And it's amazing that these little plants, so delicate, can grow back each year. It's a wonderful, wonderful provincial park. Yeah, I love sansculate, but my God, they get so hot. Yes, that is one thing that I've noticed as well. These gooseneck grow bulbs, like if you just touch your arm against it, it's going to be hot. So just be careful with those. But yeah, I have noticed those as well. Let me know down in the comment section here if you want to see like any updates with plants or anything like that. Otherwise, I'm just going to kind of play around with camera angles. I have a couple of plants that I have to water, like this one right here. This is a newer plant for me, the Philodendron Patriciae, I think it's called. I just added a moss pole to this one. It's good. Where's the newest leaf? This one. So I've been into these longer leafed philodendrons like the Bilietiae and my Spiritus Sancti back here. This is my little tissue culture one that I deflasked a little while ago. And so like it had tiny leaves, like here's the original ones, but now it's getting the nice long form. So let's see. How are your anthuriums doing? I do have a number of them, and some of them are getting new leaves. So this is the Queen anthurium crossed with the Magnificum. This one has always been a one-leaf wonder. So it gets a new leaf, and then it drops a leaf. This one's actually really dry, so that one needs to be watered. And then here is my, I think this is just the crystallinum. Huge leaf. And then it's getting this one here. So, and then most of my other anthuriums are in my IKEA cabinet. So I'm going to test out the camera, see if I can move it around and provide a little extra footage area, I guess, other than just me sitting at my table. My crawling plants, the ones that I put facing each other. So, okay, before I get sidetracked, I'm going to try and keep up with the chat. I'm going to see if I can move my camera over to the cabinet. And I'm going to try and avoid letting you see the rest of like my messy basement. So I can move it around now. It's on a tripod. And then I don't know how far I can go, but here is the rest of my anthuriums in my, I'm just realizing that the glass on the cabinet is absolutely disgusting. So I'm just going to put the camera down. Hopefully it's not too shaky. I don't want to make you guys dizzy. Put that down like that. And then open it up so I don't show you guys this disgusting glass. I guess I got to clean my glass. So I did put some alocasias in there. Pickles is barking upstairs. I don't know why. So yeah, that's how my cabinet is doing. Okay. Does the camera work okay? Because I don't want to make it like, it's on a tripod, so I don't want to make it like really shaky or jittery so you guys get like nauseous. Okay, my crawling plants. Yes, I'll get to that one once I kind of make some room here. And Mandy says the Spiritus is sizing up fast. It's been doing really well on this grow pole, or this moss pole here, and you can see the roots are growing in it as well. And I finally got a philodendron mexicanum. This beauty. This is another longer leafed philodendron, and it has, I think, kind of more like rounded lobes at the top and not so like pointy. So that's a beautiful one. I have to put this one on a moss pole for another day. What fan is on top of the cabinet? Oh, actually, that's going to be in the philodendron biliaceae video that I just filmed today. What is it called? The Wuzu. It's like it's an oscillating fan, but it goes up and down, side to side. So that's pretty cool. I got it from Costco, I think for like $60, but I know you can buy them on Amazon. I think it's a little bit more money, but camera work worked great. First time catching a live from Edmonton. Thanks for joining, everyone. It was just a last minute live because I just wanted to test out this setup. And I already know that I need like just a little kind of like side monitor just so I can keep an eye on the chat. Okay, now I'm just gonna move these out. So this is absolutely bone dry. It is needing some water. So I'm gonna use my little pump action spray bottle. Normally I do this in my bathroom. I do most of my chores in the shower, so I'm going to try and not make a huge mess here. But normally what I do is I will take my garden hose. I can't even see. I have a garden hose in my basement here, and then I spray off the plant from top to bottom, clean the leaves off. I soak the moss, and then I will use the fertilizer and water mixture. I'm going to sit down because there, and you can see me. So because there's only like a small section of the plant on the moss pole, can you even see it? Yep. I'm only going to soak the lower portion of the moss because I don't want to waste all my fertilizer. Okay, this is awkward. I already don't like this setup. I wish I had like a little table here. Right here, little stool. So I'm just working out the kinks, actually, like that. So I'll soak the moss. I know sometimes a lot of people will put like a bottle on the top and then let it drain down. I'm far too impatient for that, so I like to just blast it with the with the sprayer. But yeah, I don't have like 15 bottles that I can just go around. I like to rip them over to the shower there and spray them down quickly, and then I'll give it a little bit of the fertilizer and water mixture. Let's see here. Laura says, what fertilizer do I use? For pretty much all my houseplants, excluding the bog bowl, I don't fertilize those at all. Most of my houseplants, I'll just use the Dynagrow Foliage Pro. It's the 936 NPK formula, and I think it's now Super Thrive. So I haven't seen it in any stores around here, but I know Saskatoon has some. That's where I got this last bottle. So I'll have to do a little bit of searching around and see if I can find maybe a supplier locally here. I was hoping this comment was going to come up. Do I still use my portable DIY shower? I haven't used it for a little while just because when I built it, all my plants were, they were like, you know, maybe like a foot or so. But now with everything growing, the plants like far exceed the height of the DIY plant shower. So it's just much easier for me to take all the plants over to the regular shower. Well, I shouldn't say it's much easier, but I just don't want like puddles of water everywhere. But for the smaller plants, it would still be useful. But I love that little DIY plant shower thing, but I guess that's the limitations of it is once your plants grow, it kind of outgrows the shower. But it worked fantastic for all the smaller ones that I had. Happy Friday, everyone watching from Seattle. Hello. So yeah, that's how I water my moss poles. I'm way too impatient to just stick a bottle of water on there. So blast it off, let it drain out the bottom of the container, and then go from there. And I find that that uses less fertilizer as well. So if I take it over to the shower, or if I use that DIY plant shower, I can soak the moss first just with filtered tap water and with my garden hose down in the basement. I know that sounds weird, but if I was to saturate the entire moss pole and the plant, I'm using a ton of the fertilizer and water mixture, and that gets expensive. Nothing's cheap nowadays. So that's why I like to spray it off just with straight water first, clean the leaves off, soak the moss, and then I will use my spray bottle with the mister, my little pump action spray bottle, and then I will soak basically the front of the moss and just let it drain down into the soil, just something like that. So that's typically how I water all my moss poles. I know there's many different methods out there. Thai constellations in the Seattle area for $75 at Walmart. It's crazy how affordable they're getting, I guess. And I don't know if you've been following Tech Plants channel and his Thai constellation series with his V1 versus V2. Kaylee Ellen did I guess a rebuttal video, and then he came up with another one after that. So if you haven't seen those videos, go watch Tech Plants, go over to Kaylee Ellen, see her opinions on his tests, and then go watch his final video. But they're actually really well done, and I enjoyed those couple of videos. So yeah, they're popping up everywhere. I do have a larger Thai down there. Do I put any houseplants outside for the summer? I haven't for the last couple of years. Here, where I am in the Canadian Prairies, I'm in Saskatchewan. Last year, or actually for the last 2 years, it's been really, really dry here. And I've noticed that on some of my outside plants, like sunflowers, like I'll just throw some seeds in my little flower area, and they always sprout up. Last year, I had a large sunflower, and I'm not kidding, there was probably hundreds of thrips on it. And I didn't want any of my like indoor plants to get thrips, but it happened anyways. So anytime you open your windows or doors, they just blow in. So this year, I do plan on taking a couple of my jade plants outside, maybe some cactus. I even thought about getting like a little, like one of those little plastic zip-up greenhouses just to keep in the heat and yeah, just to keep them maybe a little bit more safer, I guess, from the elements. Like if it's raining, typically it doesn't rain a lot here, but that's kind of the thought process of maybe getting a little greenhouse. But I do plan on taking some cactus and some succulents outside this year. But in regards to other houseplants, I typically don't. I have an alocasia, which I might take outside, and I might just, yeah, I'm not a fan of it right now, so I really don't care if it survives or not. I can't even remember what the name of it is. It starts with a P. It's a larger form one. It constantly gets spider mites and thrips. So I'm just letting it go dormant right now. And then once the temperatures are consistent outside, where I can keep it outside, then I'll let it grow, and maybe I can harvest some corms or just see how it does outside in the summer, because alocasias, they love a lot of sun and they love the heat. Thanks. Someone says, I love your jade plants. Put my cactus and succulents outside as well. They do extremely well outside because not only do they love lots of light, but they love the heat. So yeah, my jade plants are going to just explode in growth once they get outside. But if they come back in with bugs, then oh well, I'll just treat them with that Pure Crop 1 spray that I've been using lately. It's an organic insecticide. It helps with like thrips, spider mites, all that kind of stuff. So I'll probably treat it a few times before I bring it inside, and then just continuously spray down the leaves maybe every couple of days once they're back inside the house. So I'm sorry for those of you that are just joining right now. I'm just like, like looking off my phone. I need like, my computer's off to the side, so I need like a little side monitor, but I'm just reading the chat because I can't see the computer from over here. Mandy says, do you put your jade plants in full sun? So kind of the rule is when you take a jade plant outside or succulent or cactus, I put mine in full shade just to let them acclimate to the conditions. So outside sun is way more intense than indoor sun. It's filtered by obviously where you have your plant positioned. If you have curtains, drapes, blinds, all that kind of stuff, or even trees. So if you just take your jade plant or succulent or cactus outside and throw it in full sun, it's going to roast. It's going to burn. And pardon me, I don't even have a glass of water. It's going to roast it. So actually, I do have my little bit of coffee left. It's probably going to be cold. But yeah, don't throw them right in full sun. Actually, I don't have any coffee left. So yeah, I put mine in full shade, and then over the course of a few weeks, I just slowly introduced it to higher light, and it should acclimate to not only to the bright sun, but to the heat as well. They love heat. Oh yeah, don't forget the crawling plants. Pardon me, I'm gonna go get a glass of water. Stand by. Okay, you guys still there? I just have to grab a little glass of water. Alocasia portadora, I think that's what it's called. That is the one. Okay, I'm gonna put this one back. Okay, so I had two different types of philodendrons that were crawling. I'm gonna see if I can just use my camera, bring it down instead of bringing the plant. Don't mind all these cords. Here's the SP Columbia, which that leaf is doing good. This one, pretty sure had spider mites, as well as this one. And then here is the Mame that is in the same pot. So I think we're gonna have an issue because they are starting to collide. So that's that one. And then the other one I have right here, this one, I'm not really liking at the moment. These are, I can't remember what they are, but I don't know why they're just looking like trash. So I did cut them up. So I cut the stem up. They're all rooted in the soil. And now it's like putting out a ton of different growth points. So here's one right here, another growth point. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 growth points. There's the end of it. So that's that one. Hopefully you guys saw that okay. Now, and yeah, I think that's all I have for right now. Is there anything else that you guys want to see? I'm just going to water this one here as well. Actually, I'm going to give this one some fertilizer. Ooh, make sure I don't drip the fertilizer in my drinking water. You're welcome for the update. Yeah, I really don't have any plant chores to do. I've been on a couple days off already, so I've already done like all my watering and that sort of thing. I just wanted to come on here quick and just test out this setup here, just to kind of see what I need for these live streams, because I love doing these live streams, and I just want to make sure that I'm setting them up so that you guys enjoy them as well. I've ever cross-pollinated anthurium. Yes, I guess. I've tried like collecting some pollen from a couple different ones and then putting them on inflorescences that are receptive to the pollen. And my pterodactyl, again, I'm really poor at documenting things like how long I've had a plant for, or what I've pollinated with. So one of the inflorescences does have, I don't know if I can bring it over. It's kind of large. It does have some berries forming. So it's been like that for a number of months. I'll see if I can grab it out, but I really don't know what it's been pollinated with, because there's been a few in the cabinet as well that have been in various stages. So, okay. So I really don't know what it is crossed with. So here is the pterodactyl. This is my favorite anthurium just because of the leaves themselves. I love these lobes. Like they're very prominent. And then here, this one just finished. Yeah, I should honestly label them with like a piece of tape just so I know what I've crossed them with, if anything. So this one, that one doesn't look like it's going to survive, but I'm not going to cut it off yet. This is the one that has, the berries on it, and it's been in this stage or phase for a while now. So I don't know, I was just testing it out, and this one took. I've tried like a bunch of different ones as well, and they all just kind of died off, but this one I'm excited about. The nice thing about this anthurium as well is it's fairly affordable. Like I think I picked this one up for like 20 bucks, and it's really fast growing. And the leaves, for the most part, look healthy all the time. There's just that one, and that's a little bit crispy, but oh my goodness, this is just getting jammed back in the cabinet. Yeah. Any cactus updates? Yeah, it's still too cold where I am to put them outside. I want to make sure that the nighttime temperatures are above 10 degrees Celsius. Now, I can go grab them quick. I did buy some cactus seeds, just a variety of different cacti. One of them I'm super excited for. It's the round one, the Geo something or another. I can't remember the actual name of it, but it's the little round ball cactus. So I did buy some seeds from a cactus seed company here in Canada, and I've been growing them in my bathroom underneath the grow light. So I'll see if I can grab those. And I do have them all labeled, so I do know which ones are which. And I have them in little grow bags, or little plastic bags. You're not supposed to open these, but I'm going to open them just so you guys can see. And okay, looks like, oh, I got to water them, but looks like two have sprouted. I don't know if you can see it. Two little cactus sprouts down there. I got to water the top of that one. It's my first time trying to germinate cactus seeds. Enjoy your lunch. Thanks for joining the live stream. Oh, here's a bunch of little ones. What is this? So these have been in here for probably 2 weeks. Look at that cute little cacti in there. I'm not fertilizing them right now. I'm just using the filtered tap water. And then what is this? I can't even remember what all I have in these. Nothing in that one yet. They definitely need a little bit of water. Obviously, there's humidity in the bag, you can see, but the top of the soil is dry. Oh, sweet. Yep, there's some little guys. Little juicy nuggets down there. If you can see it or not. I will be making a video on this from start to finish on how the whole process has gone for me. Oh, yeah, there's, looks like 4 out of the 5 bags have already sprouted. So got some more little, I don't know if you can see it. Just on the back side over there. There's some cactus down there. So this makes me happy. So yeah, they can, or they should be remaining in these bags for a number of months. And then once they get large enough, I can transfer them to their own individual pots. But that is a video in the works for down the road. Thanks to everyone for joining the live stream, by the way. It's just, yeah, I'm not going to keep it too long. It's already 30 minutes, so I just wanted to show maybe a couple updates just and try out my new setup here with the new computer. Do I have a veggie garden? I did. So I have like some of those galvanized steel planter boxes, but we typically go camping throughout the summer. And then with where I am here in Saskatchewan, our summers get like super hot. And whenever we go away, even for a few days, I come back and all my veggies are just like flopped over. The only ones that respond, I guess, jump back are potatoes. I used to grow them in those felt grow bags. And as soon as I gave those water, then they just perked back up. But I planted like cauliflower and stuff like that. Those got like demolished by caterpillars or some worms. And so basically I've replaced the veggies with some strawberries. So we got like a strawberry patch. And then the other one is just every spring we'll go to one of the local garden centers or greenhouses and pick out some flowers and stuff like that. So it's almost like just a little flower box now. And then in my yard, I have like ferns and lilies and a bunch of other different plants that basically just water and they do their thing. So I don't really do gardening, like food gardening in the back. I've tried it. And without like setting up an extravagant like drip system, they just get like roasted here. What is my #1 wish plant at the moment? Honestly, I don't really have one. Yeah, not one that's popping into my mind. The one that I did want, I do now have, is the, I don't know if you were here for the first part, but the Philodendron mexicanum. This was the wish list plant of mine, and it's, yeah, this one gets some nice lobes and lobes, nice lobes at the top there. So this was my last wish list plant, and I now have it. So otherwise, I really don't have a wish list plant. What is yours at the moment, if you have one? When I started this little workshop area, it was basically just a table where I could do like plant chores inside. I thought about putting a desk, like a table in the garage, but then I could only use it for a portion of the year just because it gets extremely cold here in the winter and I don't have my garage heated, so I'd have to install a heater and that sort of thing. So I just made a little workshop area in my basement here, and then I just started adding plants around. And then as time goes on, it's crazy, I know, these plants, they decide to grow, and I basically ran out of room. So the rest of the basement is for family stuff. So we got our TV. I have a piano down here as well, and then all my kids' stuff. They have all their toys and tables and stuff where they do crafts and that sort of thing. So I'm limited to this corner of the basement, but so I really don't want any more plants because I literally don't have anywhere to put them. So like the shelf over off to the side here, all the plants on the bottom along the wall, and then my IKEA cabinet, which I have against the back of our couch. So every time someone comes over and visits at my house, they always say, "Oh, it looks so different down here. Like you've got way more plants." I said, "No, they just grow." And like when you get plants that get large leaves like this, so when you buy them, they're small, and then you get a leaf like this, obviously it looks like you have way more plants. Whoops. Okay, I'm going to take this away before I drop them or knock them over, and then I destroy my whole cactus seed growing video. I'm just going to put them away. And then I'm going to show you a large leaf. So this is another crawling philodendron. This is the philodendron mame. And first, I'm going to show the size of the pot. Super small pot. And then all of a sudden, bam, look at these leaves. So here are some of the original ones. I was kind of struggling with some spider mites. This one's looking a little bit crispy as well, but look at these last leaves. Like, they're huge. I don't know if I can get it in frame. This is the latest one. So that's pretty large. This one, it just like exploded with growth, and it's in this tiny little pot. So you can see the stem, you know, normal size, and all of a sudden I just ballooned to this big beast. And it's got this little yellowing caterpillar, I think they're called. Does anyone else like peel these off? I find it kind of satisfying without damaging the plant. I just like to peel those off. This one's not coming off entirely easy, but like that. Go right in the compost, but beautiful one. I almost gave up on these ones, but I'm so glad I didn't, because this leaf is beautiful. And it's funny because when I take this plant away, like it's right here, the whole table looks bare because this thing takes up such a large portion of it. And I don't even know how this plant went like this. Just takes up a ton of space. Okay. R. Milder says their wish list plant is the philodendron bilietiae variegated. Yeah, that is a wish list plant, but I know it's way out of my price range. I look at pictures. I was actually looking at pictures today, and yeah, it's way too expensive. They're still like a couple $1,000s, I think. $1,500, $1,800 for like a cutting. Degro says they would love to get a Philo Burl Marks flame. Are you talking about the Monstera? Like this one? This is the Monstera Burl Marks flame. I know there's a Burl Marks philodendron. I don't know if it's a flame or not. I don't know for sure, but is this the one that you're talking about? This one, I've got, I think since owning it now, these 3 leaves. So this one, and now they're sizing up nice. This is the last one, but yeah, they're sizing up quite nice, and I can't wait till it gets those little slits or fenestrations. Oh, here's another little plant that I got. This is just a little baby gigas. Not looking the greatest right now. It's just a little stem cutting, and it's got the tiniest little leaf. So that one is just sitting up here, soaking in the light. Do I have any advice for when the philodendron leaf gets stuck? Basically what I do is I will, as long as it needs water, well, I shouldn't say that. If it's stuck, then I'll take it over to the shower, and then I'll use my spray bottle just to mist the leaves. And then I know you're not supposed to, but I find kind of a dull end of a pencil. And if it's stuck in the caterpillar portion, then I'll just lightly go around the edges of it. So that way the leaf becomes unstuck from the caterpillar or the petiole or however it grows. And then if the leaf itself is stuck, especially when there's like, I don't know how to explain this, but if there's like an elbow or a bend in it, that leaf can't like fold itself over that bend. Normally it'll rip or that sort of thing. So I will soak the leaf and just kind of let it sit there for like a minute or two. And then I will just lightly kind of unravel the leaf. I know you're not supposed to touch them, but I pull it over that little hump or that little fold, and then it unravels by itself. But otherwise, you run the risk of it ripping or not unfurling properly. Yes, Monstera. So yeah, I'm hoping that this one, the Burl Marks Flame, grows. And I know those are coming down in price too, because they were pretty expensive. I think when I was first looking for these, I think they were like $300. I've been searching for a gigas for a long time, and I got this from North Shore Tropicals with another plant. Well, the Mexicanum here, which I got, as well as another little anthurium. These were like, I think this was like $5 or $10 or something like that. But I haven't seen any gigas around here for a long time, so I haven't been able to pick one up. But I'm only talking about helping the leaf unfurl if it's like been stuck for a while. I don't want it to rip or tear. Pretty much I just let them soak. Same with anthuriums. I'll let them, like I'll mist it, I'll let them soak, and usually I'll just leave it alone. But if it's like really stuck, then I'll help it along. And I definitely have broken a few leaves off in the past. So only if it needs it. How many watts are your grow lights? The bulb ones, and what brand are they? These ones back here, like all these little, oh, see, it's burning my leaf. These are Sansi lights, and the 3 gooseneck bulbs, I think, are 30 watts total, so 10 watts each, I do believe. I'm not knowledgeable or really like with wattage and that sort of thing. I know there's many different videos and channels out there that explain that a little bit better, but they all do wonderful. Like with the Sansi, I have Soltec lights and Barena, and then a couple mother grow lights here as well. Sansi are the best. Sansi and Barena, I really like for their affordability. They're pretty, I don't want to say cheap because they're not cheap, but for what you get out of it, it's definitely worth the money. So I'm really impressed with these Sansi lights for sure. Do you have a favorite genus of plant? Angela says, right now, I'm loving everything philodendron. All these longer leafed ones. So this is the, oh, I'm going to butcher this name because I don't think anyone really knows how to pronounce this, but this is very similar to the Bilietiae. This is the Adabopoense. Very similar leaf, but like, I'm just going to give the give the video away. I do have a Bilietiae video this week, or I'm hoping to get it out this weekend. But the main difference between these two is the Bilietiae has an orange petiole, and then this one has like a maroon underside to the leaf. So that's kind of the biggest difference. But otherwise, the plants are very similar. So right here, this leaf is stuck. It's a little bit, so sometimes I'll just go like that. Just peel it back a little bit, just help it along. And then you can kind of feel like a little snap. There's like a little bit of film or something that holds these leaves together. And I'm assuming when they're in a jungle, the humidity just kind of loosens that up. But sometimes when you have like dry environments, they don't, or it just kind of sticks together. So I just kind of twist it a little bit. I'm not peeling it, just kind of give it a little bit of a twist. It has loosened up and it's good to go. So that's all I'll do, typically, is what I'll do. Or you just spray down the leaf. So, and where's the, this is the Jose Bueno. Beautiful leaf. That's the latest one. It's getting another one. So it was just giving me these kind of like regular green ones, and then it just gave me this big, beautiful leaf. So right now I'm loving all these like longer leafed philodendrons. This next one looks like it has some variegation as well. And then the Paricio Verde back here. Even with my plant shelf, like everything is just growing in. Like I can't even get these plants out anymore. And this one, look at this leaf. Not much variegation on it, but It'll come back. It'll come back. Anthuriums are tricky. Yeah, I would soak that leaf because, yeah, even if you just touch them when they're growing, you run the risk of them becoming deformed. So normally I will leave my anthuriums alone. I have a little bit better success with philodendrons when I know they're stuck. The philodendron squamiferum. I've had difficulty propagating them in water. Try like a little perlite prop box or moss. I think the higher humidity with that one will do better. Now you can leave the leaf on, or you can chop the leaf off and just have the node, and just put the node in the prop box. What are we at here? 46 minutes. So is there anything else you guys want to see? I think I'm going to end this live stream here pretty quick. I'm going to go have some lunch, and then I got to clean up my mess from my video that I filmed this morning. Then I'm going to start editing, and then kids will be home from school. So I don't like having this, like my phone, to go through the live stream chat. I wish I had like a little monitor or something. I'll have to search on like Amazon or watch some YouTube videos to see if I can maybe set something up just off to the side here, just so I can follow along with the live stream chat. Any blooming Hoyas? Most of my Hoyas are upstairs. My Polynera, if I can get it out. See, that's the problem. I can't get these things out anymore. Everything's growing. It's stuck. This one, it constantly puts out flowers. What are you stuck on? What is going on here? There. It's not looking the greatest right now. Like, I don't know what all these like white spots are on it. So I don't know if it's pests, but right here you can see these leaves. It might be a pest, but when I water this, I've been spraying it down with my garden hose, like down on the base. Look at this thing. This thing's a beast. I've been spraying it down with my garden hose, and I don't think it likes the colder water. So I've never seen any pests on it, but it has all these yellow spots on it. Now I'm going to try and show you. I'm just looking on the underside. Like every node has a peduncle. I don't know if you can see it or not. So there's a peduncle, there's one, like up the entire stem. They all have peduncles on it. So this one like flowers all the time, but doesn't look like any flowers right now. See, the new leaves are nice. I've stopped watering with cold water in the shower, and they seem to be getting better. So let's see if this one. They're tiny little peduncles, but pretty much every, yeah, they all have peduncles on them. But yeah, I don't know. Has anyone ever had spotting like that? Like I know flat mites are an issue with Hoyas. Let's see if I can get this back up without knocking anything over or burning myself. But has anyone ever seen any damage like that before? Thank you for the informative chat. Thanks for joining all the viewers and stuff. I really appreciate yeah, you guys watching my live streams. When the next Pothos race update? I was actually just talking with Matt about that. Hopefully soon. I was maybe thinking weekend, but now I'm kind of running out of time. So I'll have to chat with Matt, and maybe next weekend we'll do an update, because we're definitely overdue, I think, by like a week or so. I love that series, and I know he's been busy with a bunch of other things. So I can hear Pickles and Oscar barking upstairs, so maybe I'll bring them down on camera here quick, just to show a little update with those two critters. But yeah, I guess back to the Hoya thing. I have a bunch of Hoyas upstairs that flower all the time. And do you get Hoya blooms? One thing that I've learned with Hoyas, or really any plant, if you want them to get flowers or blooms on it, is just stress it out a little bit. So with Hoyas, I might water just slightly less than I normally would. So if you have a watering routine of like 7 to 10 days, maybe bump it back to like 12 to 14 days. Just stress it out a little bit and then give it higher light. And that kind of tricks the plant, I think, into thinking it's going to die. And then it puts out flowers in the chance that it reproduces, or, you know, I don't know. Do Hoyas get seeds? I'm not too sure, but I just stress them out a little bit. That's how I get mine to flower. Otherwise, yeah, give them fertilizer, lots of light. I'm just thinking of what else I could show you guys. Here's a variegated Bob C. This is kind of a weird shaped leaf. So these ones, or this one was like unfurling when I first brought it home. So I think it got a little bit damaged when it was just a change in environment. But this is a cool one. It's got some nice variegation on that. And then this one I got off Facebook Marketplace. It was like $20. And then, so that's the name of it. And then here's the newest leaf. It's still sizing up. Put them all on moss poles. Okay, well, I'm gonna go get Pickles and Oscar, and then I'll finish up the live stream here. Do you guys want to see them? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, Oscar's gonna come first. Come here. He's scared. Come here. It's okay. People want to see you. You're wet. It feels like you were just outside. He's pretty fluffy, and he needs a haircut. There. Don't drink my water. And Pickles is up here, or she's just off to the side here. So she wants to be on camera too, but he never licks. He just sniffs your face. Hey, you're a good boy. You need a haircut. So yeah, this is Oscar. He is, in the summer, he will be 3 years old. He is a 3-year-old Cocker Spaniel. We had a brown Cocker Spaniel, Nico. So we haven't had him for a few years. So Oscar's just, he's so gentle with kids, and he's scared of everyone though, but he's a good boy. Hey, and we like your little white paw. He's just, yeah, such a good boy. And then Pickles. Pickles is on like some of my merch, which I'm probably going to get rid of just because it's more of a pain, to be honest. Hey, you want to be on camera now? Why is Oscar so cute? He is cute, and he is such a snuggler. Like, he'll let you pick him up, and likes his belly scratches. Oh, okay. You're gonna throw up? Don't throw up on me. Nothing like throwing up on a live stream. And then here's Pickles. Oh my goodness. There. Don't drink the water. Hey, everybody loves Pickles. You're getting super scruffy. Oh yeah, he's still still coughing over there. Okay. No, they never chew the plants. He'll sniff it every once in a while, but what he used to do, like during those Pothos race videos, he would drink the water out of my propagation containers, and he's trying to sniff Pickles right now. Hey, what is she doing up here? But Pickles is a snuggler. She snuggles with me every night. Hey, and you love your bikes and walks and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, there's the updates with the two dogs, and it looks like Oscar's stopped coughing. But so hey, we'll go have some lunch. So thanks to everyone who watched this live stream. Hope you enjoyed it. And like I said, I'll have to maybe do a little bit more tweaking with the setup that I have. But yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully you guys have a great weekend. Okay, take care, everyone. Bye.